Alright, g'day, hi and welcome. Exhibit A. Got chili on the fingers here. There you are. Look at you. Hey, who needs stinking heat in their car when you could just bundle up like it's January? Alright, road trip. I took my chainsaws and everything out of the car today because I gotta go to town. Big Red Road Ripper de-docking from Space Dock. But I gotta go to Hull for, I gotta drive all that way to pay $75 and then drive back. Normally when I make a road trip, I spend hundreds of dollars. Well, I usually put hundreds of dollars on my hundreds of dollars on my credit card. You know, spend a couple $100 in cash, and I do that maybe once every 3 months or whatever, right? So to go somewhere for like $75 is a real, because I just spent a whole bunch of cash, even though pretty much all the tools I bought pretty much have paid for themselves this week, which is good. I'm glad, except for the raincoat. I haven't wore it yet, but that's kind of a good thing. Ooh, cushy butt warmers, guys. Butt warmers are completely underrated. I can't stress to you how much I'm enjoying the butt warmer. But maybe I'm just enjoying it so much because there's no other heat in the car. Something about a heater core in this thing. Yeah. I put $66 from a quarter tank in, and that filled it past the full part. So this thing is kind of ratherly hard on gas for a V6. Like it's not as hard as my dad's little truck, but you could. I can see my breath in here. That's not good. It's not good. I better clear my windshield. Long story short, it's like I was at a quarter tank left, and it's that last quarter tank that seems to take forever to burn off, because usually the shape of your fuel tank is yeah, there's more fuel in the bottom end, I guess. I don't want to get technical on you, but I know some of you are already shaking your fists at the screen, but anyway, it's that last quarter tank that seems to take forever to go through, and that's the one where you find out what your true mileage for you, what you're going to get. So 3/4 of a tank was 360 something kilometers. So for my American brothers and sisters, that'd be like 220 miles on 3/4 of a tank. So I don't think this car gets 300 miles to the tank, or well, maybe all like right past the E, you might get 450, which would be about 250 miles or so. Or sorry, 200 and hang on. Yeah, about 250 miles, which is not that great when you think about it. But anyway, yeah, so I'm on my way. I'll see if we can get a little heat in here. So, yeah, my vehicle feels lighter. I took out like 3 crates, 2 chainsaws. Yeah, my vehicle feels a little lighter. I was talking about my buddy Paul yesterday, or not yesterday, the day before. He was like, I'm like, yeah, it's a good truck so far. He goes, Reg, it's not a truck, it's his car. I said, no, it's my truck. He goes, yeah, we can't load it up like that. You're gonna wear it out. $500 vehicle, I'm gonna wear it out. Yeah. Got a good chuckle out of it anyway. He thought, he's like, yeah, you know, it's like, I can't have anything nice. I really can't. Talked to my client up here yesterday. He called me yesterday just as I was leaving, so I didn't pick up the phone, but I called him back last night, and he's like, okay, here's the deal. And everything. I said, yeah, well, I already talked to your better half. She said we're doing this. Oh, well, forget about it then. We'll do this instead. He goes, and then he's like, okay. Then the missus called. He goes, here, I'll call you back in 2 minutes. I said, okay. So he calls back, yeah, forget it. We're not coming up this weekend. It'll be next weekend. I said, okay, that works. And I told him, well, I met your relative yesterday anyway, so I'll just substitute him. I'll call him tonight, and he'll be happy as a clam. He'll be like, because I told him to be next week at the earliest, right? But I told him, like, I'll just fit him in like whenever the opportunity allows for it, right? And they're not coming up, so I have Fridays reserved for them. But they got like 3 or 4 properties. They're trying to sell one, but so they're in renos over there, and they want to get that done, and then eventually settle up here, you know, and get all this done, right? But they also, what's happened is past few weeks, they haven't been around, and I've been doing work, and there's like, they don't mind me work, like they trust me and everything like that, but it's like when they're there, they could point out other stuff that they want done. They kind of need to be there to show me what they want done. So it's like, okay, well, we'll hold off. That way they're not spending money they don't have to. But like, I'm never worried about finding work, so. Yeah. So the good news is that I'll get this paid up, but I'm bringing down, I don't know if I could do it. I'm pretty sure used to be able to do it, is take a blank check, give it to them, to your insurance company, and say, put void on it. Put void on both sides, and they can take out of your account. You might have to sign a few things or whatever, but you know, I don't want to do monthly payments here. Take the money out, do it all in one shot. Like, I know some people, well, Reg, just put the whole amount in and let them take it out throughout the year. Yeah, but you get charged every time, right? And sometimes like $4 or $5 every time. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, you're gonna spend an extra $100 just to do payments. You don't think about, like, that's why people are broke and poor all the time, is they don't count the $2 here, the $4 there. And that $2 and $4, that stuff adds up faster. Like, because everybody sees the $100 bills, nobody sees the $5 bills, right? Like, if you drink, like, if you live in town, you have one of those fancy, you know, coffees with a gay name there, whatever fancy coffee it is, you know, it's a fancy word for coffee. And these things are like, they're like between $5 and $8 a pop. You have 2 of those a day. That's $16 a day. If you're working a minimum wage job, you know, in Canada, that's like an hour's work for like 2 drinks. You know what I mean? So you got to keep on top of that. I'm not saying don't have it. I'm just saying, just know what you're spending. You know what I mean? Even just like my junk food that I buy there, my 2 Pepsis and a chocolate bar and a meat stick, that's $12 a pop. You know, but I do that once a day, you know, or I buy 1 Pepsi and a bag of chips on my day off. And that's like $11 or something like that. Like, it's amazing how expensive it is. Like 2019, you get all that same stuff for like half that price, right? But that still goes fast, you know what I mean? Like, you still have to stay on top of it. So you do that, you know, not so bad, but if you don't do that, it can get pretty expensive pretty quickly. So I'm gonna stop. Speaking of, I'm gonna get some provisions before I go down. It's not a long drive, it's only about an hour or so. Hour there, hour back. And then I got my rakes and everything like that. I'll be doing some raking today. I think it's supposed to start raining this afternoon, so if I can get back by 10:30, 11, I'd be happy. Like, I just go in and drop them off the cash, get my receipt. See you later, see you next year. So, that works. That works. And then, I think it's November before I'm due again, so that gives me time, gives me lots of time to build up, well, I've already got the money for my insurance and everything for this year. You know, I got that back with my, the money I have from my income tax return. Plus, I just dropped off the other 2 taxes. Oh, man, this truck's at the garage again. Hopefully she's just having the oil change. I think she's been, well, that's a 2012, that truck, but she keeps it in like Like if you looked at it, you'd think it was only like 3 or 4 years old. Like she'll let it, like she'll be out there with a detailed brush, like scrubbing that thing. She takes good care of that truck. Never misses an oil changed, stuff like that. Awfully foggy or hazy out here. Probably somebody burning something. Maybe it's just fog. But yeah, it could be just fog. The other morning, holy jeez, I couldn't see nothing. I was driving out here, it's like, I hope there's nothing in the middle of the road, because I'm gonna just plow right into it. I'm not gonna see nothing. Yeah, I'm gonna cut you off. You're too slow. You're getting in the way of the Road Reaper here. Big red Road Reaper. Yeah, look at how hazy that is. Could be fog. I don't smell smoke, so that's a good thing. Oh, you know what it is? It's the dust on the road. Yeah, I could smell the sand. Like it's in the springtime there, you get that fine dust on the road. Must be an awful lot of traffic this morning then. Well, it's 8:30, so yeah. That or it's just fog. That or it's just in my imagination. That or my windshield's really